Well, hello everyone, Brian Richards here, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here, and if you're here to learn another amazing magic trick. This is a trick that's totally self-working, and you can perform it for your friends, your family, your foes, your enemies. You know what they say? They say that you should keep your friends close, and you should keep your enemies even closer by showing them a card trick. I think that's what they say. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, this is a really cool trick. A great concept, and if you don't like the ending that I use, you can actually come up with your own ending. So let's get right into today's tutorial. For this trick, you need a deck of cards, and you're going to need a pair of dice. Any dice will do. So what you're now going to do is you're going to explain that you're going to use these two dice to randomly find a selected card in the deck of cards. And if you want to, you can give this deck of cards a little bit of a shuffle, kind of like this. Give it a nice little cut, doesn't really matter. And then you invite a volunteer to take the pair of dice and to roll whatever numbers come up. So let's say they roll the dice. We have a 5 and a 1. You explain you want them to take those two numbers and add them together. So the sum of 5 and 1 is 6. Then you invite them to take any of the two dice and to turn one of them upside down and add the number on the other side to the total. So again, we have 5 plus 1 is 6. Let's say they choose this one and they add the number on the other side, which is a 2. So now we're at 6 plus 2 is 8. Then you invite them to take this die one more time, the same one that they used, and roll that one more time. And whatever this is will be added to the total. So now we have a 3. So 8 plus 3 is 11. So again, we come to 11. We're going to now count down 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then you explain, just so that this is completely random, we're going to take these two numbers, 3 and 1, which adds to 4, and we're going to count down, and that will be the chosen card. 1, 2, 3, and that brings us to 4. And I look away, and I explain, look at that card, memorize it, do not forget it, put it back into the deck so it is lost. Then I invite a volunteer to shuffle the deck. They can shuffle it up as much as they want. Doesn't really matter. And so their card is completely lost into the deck, as you can see, somewhere in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm now going to go through the cards one at a time, trying to get a feel for which card I think is their chosen card. Let's start another row here. Again, I'm looking at each one, just trying to get a vibe to see if I think I know which card they chose. And I think I'm feeling it. I bet you the next card I turn over is your card. Of course, they're going to say yes, and then I put this down and I turn their card over, just like that. Pretty cool, right? All right, so this is such a great trick. It is just a force, and that's why I say you can come up with any ending that you want. But I think it's just a really clever force, and I love it because instead of just using a deck of cards, you bring in another element, a pair of dice. Again, it works out mathematically. But I'll show you, first of all, what you got to do ahead of time, and it is this. Let's go back to the close-up camera. The only thing you got to do is memorize whatever the 8th card is from the top of the deck. So I'll, just for the sake of using the 7 of diamonds again, I'm going to put that in the 8th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 7 of diamonds will be, again, the 8th card down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th card is going to be your force card. In this case, it will be the 7 of diamonds again. Now, if you want to, you can do a false shuffle. I've taught this before, where it's a reverse overhand shuffle. You just don't want to affect the top 8 cards. So if you want to, you can just do a riffle shuffle as long as you leave the top 8 cards on top. You could do a reverse overhand shuffle where you shuffle towards the bottom, again, not affecting the top half the deck. You're just shuffling them to the bottom. You can also do a false cut, triple cut, or whatever, which is where all I'm doing is I take the top 1/3, put it to my left, and the next 1/3 in the middle, then the last one to the right, and then I pick up the left, put it on top of the middle, on top of the right. It doesn't change the order of the cards. Again, the 8th card down, your force card, the 7 of diamonds, wherever it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8th card down is still there. It's a 7 of diamonds. Now, you explain that we're going to have a card chosen randomly, and it's going to be completely in their control. Of course, it really isn't, because it's just going to work out mathematically. You explain you want them to roll the dice, and it's a free, they can roll any number. And then you're going to take the numbers, you're going to add them together. So we have a 5 and a 1. In this case, it's 6. You invite them to then take one of the 2 dice and turn it upside down and add that number to the total. So they're going to turn, let's say, the 1 over. They're now going to add a 6 to what is 6. So we have 6. They turn this over and they add that to it. So 6 plus 6 is now 12. And then they're going to take the same die that they turned over, and they're going to roll it, and they're going to add that to the total as well. So we now have 12 plus 2. So 12 plus 2 is 14. Now it's important these dice don't change, okay? So leave them on the table as they are, but since it's 14 in this case, you're going to count down 14 cards, reversing the order of the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Put this packet aside for a moment. You're going to pick up the pile that you just dealt, and now you're going to take these 2 numbers, going to add them together. So 5 plus 2 is 7, and you're going to count down, and you're going to show them whatever a card is at that spot. So 5 plus 2 is 7, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this brings us to 7. It may be a different number, but it will always bring you to your force card that was 8 cards down from the top of the deck. Pretty amazing, right? Then it can be lost into the deck. You already know the card because you memorized it ahead of time. They can shuffle it, and you can reveal their card any way you want. You can have it written on a box. You can have a prediction written aside. Or you can do my little thing. I've done this many times, where all you're going to do is you're going to go through acting like you're trying to find their card, and eventually you're going to come to the force card, which will be, of course, the 7 of diamonds. You're going to keep going and just keep going. Depending on how they shuffled it, it will depend on how far down you're going to go. But when you see their card, you're going to keep on going a couple more cards, and then you're going to look at one. And this is where acting is key. You say, I bet you the next card I turn over is your card. Of course, they assume you mean this one. And they may even throw money down. Who knows? You can make some money off of this. And when they go, sure, I'll bet, and then you just take this card, you put it back on top, and then you go down and you turn over their card. There you go. The next card I turn over was indeed your card. Pretty cool, right? I love that trick. And again, you can come up with your own way of ending the trick. Like I said, you can have a prediction. You can have a duplicate, different color card that matches, maybe sitting in the box, and then you take it out and it's a perfect match. But you can come up with anything. Well, anyway, if you liked this trick, do hit like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, just so you know, there is a subscription area if you want to. It's not a lot of money, but in that area, I'm going to start to be putting more and more videos, teaching a little bit more advanced stuff, like various controls and sleight of hand kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in that, you don't have to, but if you're interested in that, you may want to join that as well. But nonetheless, I'm still going to be posting videos here as well, self-working card tricks and more. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did like this video, don't forget to hit like and do subscribe to my channel. Please do subscribe to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Also, if you have a fellow magician, maybe who wants to learn magic, be sure to share my channel with them as well. I so appreciate you being here. And comment below. Let me know what you think of this trick. I'd love to hear from you. But seriously, go and do this trick for your friends, your family, your foes, your enemies. Definitely your enemies.